Hi, thanks for checking out the RI-CHAMP video. RI-CHAMP is the Rhode Island Coastal Hazard Analysis Modeling and Prediction System and is a project led by the University of Rhode Island funded by the Department of Homeland Security Coastal Resilience Center. Rhode Island is vulnerable to hazards from extreme storms, such as damaging winds and flooding, an example of which is shown in this photo on the right, which shows extensive flooding after the hurricane in 1938. And you can see this is a highly developed area where there's a lot of critical infrastructure. The mission of the RI-CHAMP project is to improve resilience to coastal hazard. And this is done through the different components of the project, which include storm modeling and real-time forecasting, corresponding analysis on impacts to critical infrastructure, development of a web-based dashboard that integrates both the physical hazard modeling and the impacts analysis, and training for emergency management personnel and asset owners for operational settings as well as a planning tool. We model the impacts from both hurricanes and tropical storms. Shown here on the left are the 57 tracks that have hit the New England area since 1851. So these are less frequent events. And we also model impacts from extratropical storms or nor'easters. Shown here on the right is the satellite imagery from the January 2018 nor'easter. And nor'easters happen, multiple events happen each year. We use the MGH PCC because we have extensive computational needs to carry out the storm modeling. The model is simulating multiple physical processes, including winds, water level, currents, and waves. And this is done over a large domain shown here in the upper left so that it can simulate the evolution of the storm. The model simulation is run on a mesh that has high resolution, particularly in the Rhode Island region, where it is resolved to capture the different coastal features. And this results in over 2.6 million mesh nodes on which the equations are solved at a 0.25 second time step. And when it comes to real-time forecasting, we need the results in a timely manner. And also we want to look at multiple scenarios, such as multiple hurricane tracks or looking at the impacts of keeping open or closed the Fox Point hurricane barrier located here in Providence. The RI-CHAMP modeling system uses the Advanced Circulation Hydrodynamic Model ADCIRC coupled with the Simulating Waves in the Nearshore Model SWAN. And the takeaway from this schematic is that we use multiple external models to develop the forcing to the model system, and that these two models talk to each other to exchange information to provide the most accurate storm hazard impacts.
The storm modeling system running at the Massachusetts Green High Performance Computing Center is shown on this diagram in the green cloud. The RI-CHAMP system combines model output with asset data gathered by University of Rhode Island researchers and displays them on an ArcGIS dashboard. This is what the RI-CHAMP dashboard might look like during a storm event. Each red dot on the map represents an asset for which a hazard consequence threshold has been exceeded. For example, this could be a hospital or evacuation route that will no longer be accessible due to flooding. These impacts are tabulated by sector along the right margin. The RI-CHAMP system is validated under high wind conditions by comparing its predictions to observational data such as tide gauges, anemometers, and even photos. This slide shows a comparison between the dashboard output and a photograph submitted to mycoastri.com. Both show a couple of feet of flooding at this location. From the whole team, thank you for your interest in RI-CHAMP. And thank you to the Massachusetts Green High Performance Computing Center, whose computing resources make this project possible.